Hey guys. Oh gosh. Sorry. Uh, anyway, welcome to Monday. Monday is not the best day at all. Well, I know like yesterday I said I would promise a story, but I cannot find it on my Facebook on my phone. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, this is just gonna be something completely random, and probably most of my viewers are not fans of Michael Jackson, but if you are, Xscape comes out tomorrow. For those who live in the States, Xscape comes out tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. I'm very, very excited. And I had been excited about this. I guess, like, story time for you guys would be, you guys are probably wondering how long I've been a fan. So I'll tell you a story. Anyway, sorry if I sound sick. I woke up coughing this morning. My nose is stuffed, and yeah, it's ugh. Anyway, I have been a fan of Michael Jackson for almost 21 years now. Believe it or not, the first song I heard when I was born, it was playing in my head and I didn't even realize it. It was Dangerous, and like, just, it was really, I was like, wait a minute, like, because a lot of people think that, like, when you get older you hear music for the first time. To me, that's not the case. I've heard music since I was a baby. Like, I had been, my mom said that I would go to sleep with classical music playing. and then, sorry. And then, everything just, like, falls into place after that. I am one to be all about the music. I'm all about it. I'm all about, like, listening to Nirvana, Coldplay. There's so many that I listen to. Nickelback a little bit. There's only like a few Nickelback songs that I really like, but other than that, it's nothing else. And then like oldies music like Elvis Presley, James Brown, Jackson 5, Jacksons, and Journey, especially. Nirvana, and all those other bands, really. Like, all the other bands, like Beach Boys, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, and just a whole lot of music. I've been raised on music. I'm more raised on oldies music than most people would intend. Because oldies, to me, brings out more of, I would say more of an older side to me, which is actually kind of strange, but I say that my mind ages faster than my body, than myself. Like, my heart will stay stay like a child's heart, and my mind will be the one that expands to everything else. And my body would be the one that's aging. I'm like aging the same pace as like the birthdays, like every year. That's the only thing. Like, my mind right now, like, I have this thing that I say, like, I traded brains with Michael Jackson, so, like, I know people that he knows, like, after everything happened. This is actually really weird. Because Michael is going to be 56 this year. Well, he would have been 56 this year. And my mom, obviously, is that way, too. She and Michael were born the same year, so she's as old as he is. And I can't call her old because it's calling him old. But in all honesty, really, he doesn't appear to be old. He really doesn't. Black Americans, I have to say, do not age. They don't. They really don't age. His mother has not aged. I can tell. She hasn't. Joseph, I can actually kind of see some aging, because he had a stroke, or like last year or a couple years ago, that Latoya reported. But yeah. Other than that, I saw no aging in any of the kids. In any of Joseph and Catherine's kids. I have not seen any aging at all. The only change that went for Michael was his skin condition, and that was it. That was the only change that he had. Well, yes, his nose has changed. Yes, I can admit that his nose has changed. And so have his eyebrows. But his eyebrows are another story. So why fuss about something like that, really? Gosh, I hate this cough. But there are like a lot of things that happen in the Jackson family that a lot of people don't realize, and I wish that everyone out there can realize that losing a brother, a son, and a father is really hard on them, and losing an uncle, specifically losing an uncle, because all of Michael's nephews were literally distraught, especially 3T. For those of you who know, those are Tito's kids. There's Taj, Terrell, and TJ. I wish everyone would realize that, like, losing someone that's very close to you really is really tough, especially on Paris, especially since, like, she's very close with him. She's very close with her dad. Even though guaranteed, I think my mom said it was Trent that told my mom that, like, she would be the one to get all sassy with Michael. But that's the point of a child. That's the point of being a child. That's the point of being a dad. You're supposed to take care of that. And Michael did take care of it. And Paris would, like, come out of punishment. Like, Michael would put her in the closet and say, "You're staying in there." And then after he lets her out, he said, "Did you learn anything?" And she was just like, "That's not punishment enough." That's the typical life of a child. A child can usually start a rebellious phase, usually in teen years, but I think Paris had started a little early. A little too early, I would have to say. But I love her to death. I really do. The same as I love Michael. Like, everything that happened, like, I have to admit, is actually kind of skeptical, because there are a lot of people that are saying that he's still out there, he's still alive. If he was alive, I'm pretty sure he could pass off for his own impersonator and nobody would know it. I would have to say that, because obviously Michael has, like, perfect features of everything. Perfect features. And the only way you can tell the difference between him and his other impersonators would usually be body-wise, but I think they're all pretty close to that. Especially Jales. And Jales, I would have to say, is, like, really, really close. Carlo is close. Elena is close, but Elena is, she's kind of, well, I like Elena, but after what my mom told me, she, kind of was, kind of mean or something like that. There are a lot of people that have opinions about Elena. I think she's a great impersonator. It's just her attitude just needs some adjusting. That's all I think, really. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh my gosh. I am just... I think maybe one day I'll do the whole thing on here with the with makeup tutorials and stuff. Even though, like, I still have yet to do my Paris makeup tutorial. I really do, because I've got most of the makeup that she uses, but there are some that I'm missing. There are just a few that I'm missing, and as you guys can probably tell, Paris in her makeup tutorial had nails like this. So, yeah. Like, you guys are probably wondering what the blue stands for, out of having like a blue pinky finger nail. The reason for the blue is because of bullying. Usually, like, they say, like, wear purple for bullying, so, but this one is to stand out, knowing that you have been bullied. So, if you want to know the real meaning behind it, I can't really explain it, but, I think you can look it up. Demi Lovato had it like this. It had, like, one single blue pinky. Only, for me, I have it on both because I had been bullied more than once, really. I have been bullied throughout my life. That's why I was like the bullying video that I put on here. If you want, you can go back and watch that, because I really take it seriously about being against bullying. And a friend of mine, Julian, had just released an album that he did of him singing Michael's song. So obviously, yes, he has been practicing. And I really enjoy, like, knowing that he practices, that he really rehearses most of Michael's songs. So it really helps me to get through it. And it's an anti-bullying, it's a stop bullying album, so obviously, yeah, he's gonna have a lot of those out. I wish I could buy it off him when I'm going to Indiana, but sadly we're not going anywhere this year because of like family issues, and with 2 deaths on both sides of the family, on my dad's side and my sister-in-law's. My sister-in-law lost her brother. Well, my sister-in-law's family lost a son and a friend, a father, and and a brother, all in one person, because of the tornado that hit. And that I had lost my grandmother on my dad's side, so there's no grandparents on either side of my family, of my mom's and my dad's side. There's no more. So both of them are orphans, and I can actually probably think, like, oh gosh, this is gonna happen to me too, and I really don't want this to happen. But, like, in story-wise, like, if I die, I don't really know how old I'm gonna be when that happens. It usually just happens. But if I ever have any trouble with anything, like Michael did, like trouble with sleep, trouble with court cases and stuff, then I would want it just to be quick. I would just want it to be quick. Not someone shooting me, but, or stabbing me in the heart or anything like that. I don't want that. If I die, I want to pass away in my sleep, and that's it. That's all I want to do. I know this is actually kind of depressing, but, there has been talk. If you're my friend on Facebook, then you probably know that I have been putting up, like, lyrics to describe, like, my life now. Like, I had started putting them up, like, Saturday, I think, Friday or Saturday, and, or sometime last week, I don't even remember, but, like, describing, like, how I'm feeling and stuff, and it's usually hard for me to talk about it, but I think that's basically going to be all I'm going to wind up doing for the rest of the time until next year, if it changes. I don't know if it will, but, my mom had realized that, like, she had seen me put, like, as a thing that, I was in a complicated relationship, and she called to me last night and asked me why. I was just like, and I scooted off the fact, because I didn't want her to, be picky with who I choose for a boyfriend or anything like that. And anyway, what's going on here? Oh, computer. Weird computers. Professed. Okay. I'm going to do that at the end of this video. So, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And it's Steven George Fashion. And now in PewDiePie Fashion, too. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? And I'm going to give you Professed. Okay?